What's going on, guys? In today's video, I'm going to be going over exactly how to use the trading algorithm and a couple of tips and tricks that you can use in order to become profitable and get funded as a trader. So first things first, what you definitely want to do is make sure that you have access to this trading view indicator. So there's a separate video on that. If you want to go ahead, check it out. Feel free to do that. And we're going to be going over exactly how this works from start to finish. So first things first, we definitely want to start with the 4-hour time frame. So really how this works is through a top-down analysis, starting with the 4-hour time frame, going down to the 15-minute. So the 4 hour is going to be a really good gauge for finding the trend and being able to depict, okay, if we have our moving average, what is it going to tell us about the trend? So what I've done is went ahead and optimized the best moving average input, and what I've found is that a 31 period moving average of a simple is going to be the best for finding that trend. So we can see here we're in a downtrend there, uptrend here, and then looking like we're in a downtrend right now. So what we want to do is only be taking long positions in uptrends and only short positions in the downtrend. It's really that simple. And then we're going to go down to the 15-minute time frame, which we can see right here. So automatically we can see that we just had a short signal, which is going to be depicted right here in this purple triangle. So the blue triangles are going to be the long condition signals, which we can see all right here, buying at the low of this range. And then the short signals are going to be in the purple. So it's color coded to make it a little bit more easy. And another thing is that we want to make sure that we can see the take profit conditions. So we have our stop loss automatically right here in the purple, and then we have the blue, which are going to be everything that refers to taking profit. So really what there is to notice in this algorithm is that we have purple and blue lines. Those are going to be the most important things. And every time something is coded with purple, that's going to be, so we'll do something like this. This is going to be a negative. So we'll say like a -1. And anytime something is in blue, which we can see right here, something is in blue like this, that's going to be a +1, right? So we have the purple, and then we'll just, let's see if we can change this to blue. When we have blue, that's going to be a +1. Oops. Because what this means is that we're going to be buying on these conditions, and then we're going to be selling on those conditions. Because remember, when we have futures, it's 0 and then positive and then negative. So next, the fundamental basis behind the strategy is making sure that we have a cross in the upper bands of the regression. So there's obviously a few things that go into this. We have to make sure that we wait for the signal to give the confirmation. Like for example, this one right here, there was no confirmation. However, this is the setup that we want to be taking. So we're only going to be taking the crosses above when we're in that sell zone, and the crosses below when we're in that buy zone. So once all of that is figured out, and we see, like for instance, right now we have a really solid sell signal. Just because it's coming up a little bit, that doesn't bother me. For example, we had something like this where it, kind of consolidated a bit before it fully dropped down. I think this is going to be a similar situation. Then we can go ahead and take our short position. So assuming that I got into my short position around, we'll say right there, my stop loss will be anywhere from up here to right here. So, I mean, even if we just put it right there, and we put our TP right here, then our risk to reward ratio is going to be a 1.7. So even if we want to just tighten up the stop a little bit to where it really confidently broke above this, and then we got in here and then we targeted here, now our risk to reward ratio becomes over 3. So typically I think 3 is really good. However, if we can do anything above 2, that's going to be ideal. So this is how the setup is going to work every single time. And it really depends on where you want to take profit. If you want to take profit at TP1, that's definitely fine. If you want to wait till TP2, go ahead and do that. What I recommend personally is from when you get in on this trade, keep your stop loss, and then once you hit TP1, move it to break even and close half of the position. I think that's going to be your best bet. So let's get into next confirming the signals. What we're going to do for that is we're going to make sure that we're looking at the volatility. So we have two different instances right here. We have the sell signal, and then we have what's going on the volatility. So we're not really going to be looking at the signals on the volatility. We're just going to be looking at the price action and seeing how it's moving. So automatically we can see right here that the volatility is in a pretty solid uptrend. And because of that, price has been going down. We can see price has been going down all the way since here because of this spike in the volatility and just the overall uptrend. So really what I'm looking for is I want to see a continuation of this trend. It looks like it's finding a bottom right here to push even higher. And if it pushes higher, then we're going to make another low. That's just the way these two go hand in hand. So they're inversely correlated. I want to find the inverse correlation to where if this is finding support and this is finding resistance, that's going to be the perfect signal in order to take. So I'm going to go ahead and watch this trade play out a little bit longer, and then I'll keep you guys posted, come back with an update at the end of the day. It's currently 10:43 right now, and we'll see how this trade played out. So at this point, the trade is looking really good. It's starting to break below this level. So what I'm going to go ahead and do now is just move my stop a little bit closer to the high, and then just let this run and see how it goes. This is about the end of the session. We have 5 more minutes left, but you guys can see like this trade is completely played out like exactly how we wanted it to. Even if you were to close it right here and keeping your risk reward. I mean, let's say you put it at the top right here, then you would have had a 1.5, but if you would have put it just at the high of the signal, then you would have hit a 3.5 around right here. So this was an amazing trade. Super happy how it played out. This was literally textbook. I'm so happy that this was able to be an example. But this isn't like a super rare thing. Like we literally had one of these last week. So this algorithm is really good at pinpointing these tops. If this is something that you think would benefit you, click the link in my bio and subscribe to the algorithm. I'm running a free trial, 7 days for free. You can just try it out and take these exact same trades.